Celebrating the magic of March, the Wisconsin division of Quincy Newspapers Incorporated presents the 97th Annual WIAA Boys State Basketball Championships, live from Madison, Wisconsin. This WIAA Sports exclusive is brought to you statewide by Associated Bank. Sign up for Associated Bank checking today and get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron Rodgers himself. For details, visit AssociatedBank.com. Marshfield Clinic, encouraging you to live an active, healthy life. Marshfield Clinic, don't just live, shine. Menards, save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Rural Mutual Insurance Company, a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award. Go to ruralins.com. WIAA, support your public schools and your teachers. Join the conversation on Facebook /Speak Out Wisconsin. WIAA, moving education forward. And by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board.
The 2012 WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament tips off with the Division V semifinals and a very interesting matchup to get us started. Sheboygan area Lutheran, the Crusaders, come to Madison with a record of 23-4. They will take on the McDonell Central Max out of Chippewa Falls. Max come here with a record of 25-2. Hi again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined by the head coach at Benton High School, Jim Blaine. And Jim, it's always interesting in these WIAA tournaments when we get to see a young man close out his high school career on the very court where he will be playing college basketball. We have that with Sheboygan Lutheran Sam Decker today.
Yeah, it is, Bob. You're right. I think, especially when Sam coming from a small D5 school, it's just always interesting to see them finish their career. And Sam is a very good player. Obviously, he plays inside and out. And I think what he does really well is he really feels the double and triple teams coming and does a great job of finding his open teammates and delivering the ball on time.
Has really stepped up his game of late. He had 41 in the sectional semi, 34 in the sectional final. The Max of McDonell Central, they have a Division I recruit as well, although Kyle Cody will be attending the University of Kentucky for baseball. But on the basketball court, he has delivered for the Max this year.
He really has. I don't know that his 92-mile-an-hour fastball is going to do him much good today, but another inside-out guy at 6'7". He's got range to step out to 25, 27 feet and hit the three. He's also very handy around the basket and a very good offensive rebounder as well.
Your Benton team lost to McDonell in a sectional final, so you know a little bit about them. What are they going to try to do today to negate Sam Decker?
Well, what they do really well, they were the best team I saw all year at defending ball screens. They hard hedge and they trap those ball screens and they try to control that ball handler's shoulders and force them to the sideline and baseline. And then they'll try to funnel people into Cody in the middle where he's an excellent goaltender.
And it should be a very interesting game in terms of tempo as well. We'll be back in just a bit to meet these two teams, but right now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
It's Game 3 of the Central League Soccer Tournament, and Dave, these kids are beat.
And there's still one game left. I don't know how they're ever going to make it.
Let's hope their coach has some inspiration before the next game.
Want to know a secret? Research indicates that low-fat chocolate milk is better at rehydrating, helping muscles recover, and boosting energy than leading sports drinks.
Wow, it's like a whole new team. What's their secret?
It's pretty amazing, Bob.
Got chocolate milk?
We live in a place where freedom of speech is our right. Giving someone a platform to speak ensures their ability to exercise that right. By standing up for educators, advocating for programs like foreign language, WIAA speaks for me and my students. Add your voice to the conversation at Speak Out Wisconsin on Facebook.
Everyone at Delta Dental is passionate and believes in what they're doing.
We're all very dedicated to our job.
We need our subscribers to have a positive experience.
To make sure that I've helped them as much as I possibly can.
We have less than 30 seconds before you get to talk to a real person.
That customer calling is going to remember the service that was delivered.
By working with Delta, we do make lives easier.
We are
Delta Dental of Wisconsin.
Rachel Maxig, senior at Sheboygan Lutheran with our national anthem. Time now to meet these two teams. Let's send it across court to PA announcer Rick Torgerson.
Welcome to today's Division 5 semifinal basketball game between the Sheboygan Area Lutheran Crusaders and the McDonell Central Max. And now let's meet the participant in today's game, beginning with the Sheboygan Area Lutheran Crusaders. Number 3, Jake Jers. Number 4, Matt Gum. Number 11, Ben Leibham. Number 12, Nathan Hassenstein. Number 15, Jeff Hess. Number 21, Cody Fintelman. Number 24, Taylor Zastro. Number 25, Ryan Sheely. And number 34, Jacob Ames. And now let's meet the participants for the McDonell Central Max. Number 4, Michael Ruff. Number 11, Andrew Klimek. Number 20, Colin Minen. Number 23, Cody Mondau. Number 24, Dennis Sloan. Number 32, Peter Areola. Number 33, Grant Pulver. Number 44, Sam Sorensen. Number 50, Nick Zander. And number 55, Chris Suhlman. And now let's meet today's starting lineups, beginning with the Sheboygan Area Lutheran Crusaders. At guard, number 1, Sam Decker. At forward, number 5, Josh Wheeler. At forward, number 23, Phil Leibham. At guard, number 32, Tyler Zastro. And at center, number 5, Nick Redeker. And the head coach of the Crusaders is Todd Decker. And now let's meet the McDonell Central Max. At guard, number 2, Tyler Erickson. At guard, number 3, Ryan Byer. At guard, number 5, Josh Watton. At forward, number 10, Kyle Cody. And at forward, number 42, Austin Heese. And the head coach of the Max is Archie Sherbino. The referees assigned to today's game are Tom Hunick from Cedar Grove, Tom Van Ness from Oostburg, and Andy Hansen from Elkhart Lake.
Here are the starting lineups brought to you by Delta Dental of Wisconsin, ensuring great smiles for 50 years for the Crusaders of Sheboygan Lutheran. 3 seniors in that starting lineup, Decker, Wheeler, and Redeker. Leibham, Zastro are the sophomores. For the Max and McDonell Central, 4 seniors in that starting lineup. Josh Watton is the junior. Sheboygan Lutheran in the green, McDonell Central in the white. Decker wins the tip. And the Crusaders start with the basketball. This is Tyler Zastro up top to Sam Decker. Austin Heese on him. Max start out man-to-man.
And there the ball screen right away. They try to double it.
Decker gets to the glass, no good. Rebound Cody. The Max are running with Ryan Byer. All the way to the hoop. And the Max have the early lead.
The one thing Coach Sherbino had told me before the game is they wanted to put pressure on the ball on everyone. And there again on that, anytime you're going to see a ball screen from Lutheran today, You're going to see McDonell Central, the player guarding the screener, is going to hard hedge. You're going to jump out on top of that and try to force that player to the sideline, then they'll trap it.
Kyle Cody going for the steal there. Gets called for the personal foul, first team foul on the Max. And a block by Cody on Decker.
That's a good play from both ways. A great sideline inbounds play. There's a great sideline inbounds play. They get Decker the ball, but Cody all ball. That's a great play, great call by the ref. We're off to a flying start.
Decker into the lane, into the bucket.
And McDonell Central gets the ball up the floor in transition as fast as anyone. They'll have it down that right side in a second or two. And they got it inside there. Heath gets blocked in a jump ball.
Max going inside to Austin Heath. He is denied by Redeker.
Good transition offense. They take it down the sideline, back to the top, get a top-down feed, and then the block shot and a held ball.
You can look at Archie Sherbino, also the athletic director at McDonell Central High School, so he's been a busy guy. The Max girls team will play in a sectional semifinal tonight.
Hope he's getting a lot of help at that. That's just getting ready for this is hard enough.
That's where delegating comes in.
Yeah.
Comes in handy. Here you get a look at Todd Decker. They will rule that last play is out of bounds off a Sheboygan Lutheran player. In any event, it'll be Max basketball. The 2012 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic, encouraging you to live an active, healthy life. Marshfield Clinic, don't just live, shine.
53-second in, and we've seen some great transition from McDonell twice and Decker getting to the rim twice, so exciting start.
Both of these teams average in the 60s, so we would expect a fast tempo. In or out of the hands of Kyle Cody, turnover at number 1 on the Max.
Unforced error there. The other thing Coach Sherbino talked about with defensively was they wanted to make Decker beat them from 8 to 18 feet. They just didn't want him getting to the rim. So far, he's been able to get there, and he's 1 out of 2.
Max really trying to pressure that ball and play the passing lane. Another block by Cody. Now here comes Watton. Fouled on the way up.
McDonell is a very, very good transition basketball team. You have to be very cognizant of getting back on defense. And then on their sideline break off of makes, and I'm sure we'll see it at some point, they like to trail Cody down the floor, and he's a very good three-point shooter from the top of the key. We actually saw it in their last possession, but then he fed the post.
Watton rattles in that first one. Comes in averaging just under 9 points per game. 89% from the free throw line. 1 or 2 that trip. Max have a 1-point lead. Decker into the lane, left-handed finish.
And that's one of the options. If they're going to hard hedge the screen, you refuse the screen and go back the other direction, and that's exactly what he did, and got to the rim for the easy 2 in the lead.
Kyle Cody over Decker, no good. Rebound Austin Heath. And that's saves to Byer. Three-pointer, got it.
That's what Heath does very well. He's an excellent offensive rebounder.
Sam Decker, a little long on that three-pointer, long rebound to Watton.
And he keeps that last possession alive to get the 3.
Watton, Heath, now Cody.
And he'll try that three-pointer. He's got that range.
Decker the rebound, and pass ahead to Zastro. Now inside Redeker, he and Decker play catch.
And again, you see McDonell Central trying to put pressure on the ball all over the floor.
Redeker over Cody, no. Rebound tapped around, knocked out of there. Heath had it, gets it back. Austin Heath. They wave it off on the travel.
And McDonell trying to run at every turn.
Number 3, Jake Jerz.
Substitutions in for Sheboygan Lutheran. Number 3 is Jake Jersh. He's a freshman. And 15 is Jeff Hess, a sophomore.
You saw a little bit of Decker's passing ability in that last possession. They fed the post. McDonell Central brought a double at him, and he was able to fan pass it to the other wing, and they got the ball to the post for a good shot. Just didn't get it to go. There's that ball screen. They didn't hedge it quite as hard this time.
Jake Jurst for three.
And the freshman wasted no time.
And another turnover by the Max. Let's take a look at that last three-pointer.
Here's the freshman wasting no time as they were helping in the middle for the drive, created some space, and Josh makes it look easy.
He's really given them a spark in this postseason coming off the bench. Sam Decker.
And Lutheran now trying to press a little bit just to slow down McDonell. They get the ball out and up the court so quickly that the press just slowed them down a little bit and forcing the play in the half court. We've seen Decker in the post 2 or 3 times already, including that last basket. And Coach Decker, his dad, had said he'd like to see Sam down in there more. And Sam, like all big guys, would rather go play the perimeter, facing the basket.
Fire the lob to Kyle Cody. He finds Austin Heese. Zastro back the other way.
Transition the other way. Here they come down the right side.
Josh Watton, no. Rebound Redeker. Crusaders running with Decker. He'll set it up in the corner. Jurst. That three a little short.
The freshman's not shy, that's for sure. He's coming out firing. He's had the ball twice and got 2 threes up. And Lutheran returning the favor, putting pressure on the basketball. McDonell likes to run the dribble motion, dribble drive. They'll try to spread you out 4 around 1, post opposite the ball.
Watton will try a three-pointer. Won't get the roll. Rebound to Hess. Decker. Challenged by Cody. He grabs the rebound. Now the Max running again with Byer. Ryan Byer.
No fear going to the rim for either side. They both take it to the rim very hard.
We'll get Heese on the blocking foul. Ryan Byer, 3 of 3 from the floor, 7 points this first quarter for the Max.
And here's his most recent basket, just in transition. Good little crossover move, steps through the defender off the glass. And 11-10 Lutheran.
Andrew Klimek checks in for McDonell.
And now Sloan takes Decker.
Dennis Sloan, number 24, a 6'2 senior. Decker, the pass. Wheeler can't convert, but Jurst the rebound.
There again, you see that passing ability. Great effort by Byer.
He was getting after it. Now Jurst challenging Cody, denied by Cody. Hess with the bucket. Good pace so far in this Division 5 semifinal. Put back by Kyle Cody.
Cody could do damage in there. He's an excellent offensive rebounder. Does a great job of keeping the ball above his head and just laying it in easily.
Jurst.
And he changed that shot from
overlaid. Wheeler trying to pass it back to a teammate. It goes off a teammate, out of bounds. It'll be Max basketball when we return after a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
That was me, the slam dunk king. All right, that was me. 6 championships under my belt. I never got off the couch. So then one day I looked in the mirror and I saw my dad. Started playing basketball for real, but not with these giants. Or with him. There we go. Playing with Ben and James. Yeah. Almost dunked it. Soon I'll be able to dunk it.
In Wisconsin, we believe in lessons learned early in life. Play hard and play fair. That's why Rural Mutual Insurance sponsors WIAA Athletics and the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award. We're proud of Wisconsin and of our agents and claims adjusters who give undivided attention. They don't stand on the sidelines when misfortune hits. We serve everyone, rural or city, with the fastest claim service in the state. Rural. It's not where you live, it's what you value. A Farm Bureau service.
Back at the Kohl Center, Division 5 semifinals. Bob Bradovich, Jim Blaine with you courtside. Crusaders of Sheboygan Lutheran on top of McDonell Central, 13-12. It'll be Max basketball when we return to live action. Jim, your thoughts so far?
Very entertaining game. Both teams trying to push the tempo. The Stars have been involved. Decker's been very strong offensively, and then Kyle Cody has blocked and or changed several shots already on the defensive end, and here comes McDonell with Luther guarding a man, and again they got him spread out. Decker guarding Cody, and Cody going right at the rim with him.
Kick it up top to Klimek, who will back it out. Whistle and a foul.
And both teams have been very good all year at getting to the foul line. I know McDonell Central shot 31 in the sectional final against us, and Sheboygan Area Lutheran shot over 500 on the season. Part of that is due to, for McDonell Central, is their ability to put the ball on the floor. They play very well off the bounce.
422, the number of attempts for McDonell this season. 504 for Sheboygan Lutheran. Klimek gets inside. He is fouled on the way up by Redeker.
And McDonell Central cleared the floor for Klimek there. They gave him that whole right side to work with. He took advantage, made a little hesitation, moved up by his defender, got the secondary defender in the air. Now he's going to shoot 2 free throws.
On the season, averaging just over 2 points per game. 43% from the free throw line. Tyler Erickson will sit for the Max. Josh Watton back in. I think both teams are going to want to rotate guys in and out because this pace on the college floor is going to take it out of these young guys.
You took the thought right out of my head there, Bob. The extra 10 feet, it adds up, especially at this pace when you're flying up and down the court.
Max back on top. Still 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. It's been an entertaining one so far. And that pass sails out of bounds. Turnover on Sheboygan Lutheran. Max basketball up 1. It'll be the third turnover on the Crusaders.
You'll see how McDonell Central has players in each corner. They really spread the floor, try to create wide driving lanes. There's Cody the kick out.
Watton for 3. Rims out, rebound. McDonell as Dennis Sloan cleaning up on the glass.
Sloan, like Heath, are both, their job is to score on the offensive glass, and they do that very well. And there's Decker inside.
Had a couple cracks at it, and he'll go to the free throw line.
And that's on Cody. That's 2 on him. That's a big foul.
On the free throw line, Sam Decker.
But that's what offensive rebounding does, Bob. It's not just the points you get. The defense is at such a disadvantage, and they're prone to fouling when you're giving up second shots.
Kyle Cody will go to the bench as Austin Heath checks back in. This happened in that sectional final against your Benton team.
Yeah, actually, Kyle got in foul trouble, and our point guard, David Nice, got in foul trouble. They both sat virtually the entire second quarter. And we'll see what Coach Charbonneau does with Cody here, and we'll see how this changes the offensive game plan for Lutheran. Will they be able to get inside a little more easily without the goaltender there? And again, they got the floor very spread.
East gets it back from Klimek. They go inside. Knocked around, loose on the floor. Byer getting after it. And a timeout called by the Max.
On that post entry, there was a hard double on Sloan. He put the ball on the floor, and the defender got a piece of it. Rolls around, and an effort play from
30-second
Byer.
timeout taken by McDonell Central.
Let's take a look at where these teams come from. McDonell Central in the city of Chippewa Falls, northwest part of the state, Sheboygan area Lutheran, right there on the east side of the state in Sheboygan. Coming up next will be Racine Lutheran and Drummond, two teams from opposite parts.
I'm not sure you can get farther apart than those two. That's got to be 400 miles between those two schools. That's always one of my favorite parts of the whole broadcast, is just seeing that map and seeing where everybody's coming from.
Just being here at the Kohl Center and looking at the shirts and the jackets and just seeing where people are coming from all across the state of Wisconsin. Don't have to worry about snow this year either.
No. Get the shorts out. The big three by Watton.
Josh Watton drilling a long three-pointer, and the Macs grab a 4-point lead.
Let's see how this, with Cody out, let's see how this changes the Luther offensive game plan. Will they try to get inside more, especially with Decker? There's a ball screen and the hard hedge. Great defense by Hees.
Zastro picks up the
defended him very well.
Now Jers, and Jers called on the travel. Well, you know what the Macs like to do. It's a lot of drive and kick. Yep, looking for three-pointers.
And on that inbounds play there, just a simple throw over the top, and nobody went and got Watton, and he knocked her down.
Byer picks up the basketball. Nice bounce pass. Dennis Sloan.
Great job by Byer, drawing the shot blocker, dumping it out to Sloan. Sloan lays it in a 6-point lead.
Sam Decker. That is the definition of a scoop shot right there.
And I'm not sure that going for the last shots in either one of these teams' vocabulary holding it for the end of the quarter.
Under 10. Watton will take it inside. That's no good. And the Crusaders will not get a shot off before the buzzer. Entertaining first quarter. McDonell Central on top of Sheboygan Lutheran. 21-17. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. This WIAA game summary is brought to you by Skyward, creator of Skyward School Management System and Skyward Family Access, the best solution for Wisconsin school districts and parents. McDonell Central Max shooting 50% from the floor. Both teams getting it done inside the paint.
Yeah, both teams 12 points inside the paint, but 34 shot attempts in the first quarter. That's a lot of possessions.
Kyle Cody will start the second quarter on the bench for McDonell. He's got 2 personal fouls. Redeker. Nice job of being patient that time after getting the pass from Decker.
Another good feed from Decker. And Byer just going hard at the rim.
Decker gets it back. Now down court, Jake Jers.
And that's the third assist for Decker. We mentioned in the pregame that one of the things that really struck me as I watched him on tape was what a good passer was, and he finds guys when they need the ball. He gets it to him on time, and there's the dribble drive causing a foul.
And you talk about Jers being a spark off the bench. He's got 7 points already.
And that's a freshman out there doing that.
Closed captioning of this WIAA tournament broadcast is brought to you by your local WIAA network station. Watton gets into the lane, off the glass, no, tapped around, rebound to Hess.
Decker's presence caused Watton to hesitate just a second there, and he wasn't quite as comfortable with the shot.
Decker short on the three, gets his rebound back, goes up strong and scores.
Decker, like Cody, is very good at second chance points. And that size and length, and then he finishes well around the rim.
Austin Heese. A little hesitation just when he went up. Decker went from the block and didn't get it. Tied at 23.
And Sloan again out on the floor, guarding. They go with the double on the ball screen. But they have a hard time keeping him in front.
Challenging that shot. Now the Max running with Ryan Byer. Byer doesn't get the roll. Tapped up by Erickson. That's no good. Decker back the other way.
Byer's been outstanding in transition. That's a rare miss for him.
And Jurst holding the travel. Well, if you're Archie Sherbino, how long do you keep Kyle Cody on the bench?
Well, as long as we were in the game. You know, if it's a 2-point game tied, I'd sit with them. Now, if they start to get a little extension, you know, if they get it to 4, then maybe you got to bring him back in and take your chances. But at this point, I think you're pretty happy. It was 16-13 when Kyle committed the foul and they made 2 free throws to make it 16-15 went out. They're still tied with them, so I think you're okay.
Unauthorized use or rebroadcast of this program and live internet stream without the express written consent of Quincy Newspapers Incorporated, Wisconsin Broadcast Division, is strictly prohibited and a violation of U.S. copyright law. Picked up that first one very early in the first quarter, just trying to play some defense out in the perimeter. Got caught on a reach.
That's the one, you know, the one thing you face when you do the hard hedge and the trap on every ball screen is you put yourself in a spot to foul. And I know one thing that we tried to do was we tried to dribble right at them at their hip and see if we couldn't get a foul.
Watton into the lane, over Cody. It's a little long on that one, but again, that 6'8", long arms, that'll make you think.
Yeah, and he went right at him, which, you know, that's the theory. Go at the shot blocker and a little dribble drive of their own from Lutheran, and they get the foul on the post entry.
Redeker blocked by Watton, but they'll get Watton on the personal foul. Got a little hand on that one. 4th team foul on the Max. Nick Redeker, one of those unsung heroes you see on just about every team. A little under 4 points per game, but he's a guy that he's out there for his defense, his rebounding, his toughness, all those things that tend to add up over the course of the game.
And especially as a senior, you know, you look for that role player that's a senior, that the glue guy, as like to refer to sometimes.
The 2012 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Associated Bank. Sign up for Associated Bank checking today and get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron Rodgers himself. For details, visit AssociatedBank.com. Max basketball, down 1. Into the corner, Klimek, 3-pointer, short. Rebound to Leibel. Hess leaves it for Leibel. Back to Hess. Jurst, the lob inside to Sam Decker.
They set that up well. They had Decker was being fronted. They went to the corner, lobbed it in. They couldn't get the help there quick enough. And a 3-point lead for the Crusaders.
Sam Decker has 14. And a steal by Jurst. But then Klimek gets it right back for the Max. Erickson, reverse layup, a little short.
There's Heese around the ball again on the offensive rebound. And he keeps the ball out for the Max.
Ryan Byer checking back in for McDonell.
With Klimek helping in so hard there that they got able to get the ball to the corner, then he has to go close out. No help, lob pass, easy 2. I like what Lutheran does there on those inbounds unders. They put Decker on the ball, and you got to throw it over top of that 6'8" frame. Forces a turnover, and Jurst hard to the rim draws the foul.
Watton picks up another foul. So Jake Jers, 5'11 freshman. Of course, Sam Decker will move on next year, but head coach Todd Decker will have some younger guys to build around and guys who've gotten really meaningful experience during the course of this season and this playoff run.
Yeah, and another one's checking into the game right now in Zastro, a sophomore sharpshooter. And as we said, 3-point lead now. Coach Sherbino starting to feel the momentum changing a little bit. He comes back with Cody. You're not going to lose the game or your season with your best player sitting on the bench.
Watton with 2 personal fouls will check out. And Tyler Zastro will check in for Jake Jers. So good production off the bench from Jers. 8 points on 3 of 6 shooting from the floor.
Luther has McDonell slowed down just a little bit. That press has just stopped them from attacking so quickly and off the makes.
It's been a 12-2 run, and that's been with Kyle Cody sitting on the bench for McDonell. Largest lead of the game for either team.
And again, you'll see on the inbound under that it's Decker on the ball.
Austin Heast, no. But Tyler Erickson there for the rebound.
It's a big basket for McDonell, just to start the momentum a little bit.
Sam Decker, 3-pointer short. Rebound tracked down by Lieben. Tapped in by Byer. Erickson back to Byer. And he is fouled on the way up. Well, against both of these teams, you cannot be careless with the basketball because guys are going to go for steals. Ryan Byer averages 1 steal per game. Checking back in now for Sheboygan Lutheran is Jake Jers. Byer 0 for 2.
I think you see the pace slowing down just a hair with the extra 10 feet and the frantic pace.
Decker loses it. Here comes Klimek. Erickson. Nicely done by Tyler.
Very nicely done. And McDonell Central makes you pay for turnovers. You turn the ball over in transition. They turn it around quickly. And they get 2 points off it. And here they come running again.
Erickson to the glass. And the Macs have the lead.
They have really when they've played well today and dominated their portions of the game, it's been with transition offense. And we've seen that the last 3 possessions, and now they've got a 2-point lead. And Watton coming back in the game, and another turnover.
Steal by Byer.
I'm guessing it's going to be for Cody.
And then he throws it away. The adrenaline pumping pretty good right there.
Well, and I think as a McDonell team, you're going to accept that turnover because that's the way you play.
Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Okay, Edith. You are all set with the Packers checking account.
Thank you.
And we have a special gift for you.
Oh?
Hello, Edith. Want more Aaron Rodgers in your life?
Oh, my!
Is that part of the deal?
Oh.
Get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron when you open a Packers checking account. For details, go to your nearest branch or visit us online.
So do you play canasta?
All the time.
I love that game.
Save big money during the Menards March Madness sale. Ideal has been a trusted leader in residential and commercial garage doors for over 3 decades. They offer exceptional durability and quality construction. Their patented Easy Set spring system makes adding spring tension simpler and safer. 4-star doors feature a white steel raised panel exterior with an insulated back panel. This 9x7 door is $279. The 16x7 is $459.
Save big money at Menards.
The McDonell Central Macs were down 4 not that long ago. But then they got the pace back to their liking. Now they've got a 2-point lead. This is Tyler Erickson.
They've been able to create transition off of their defense, off of turnovers. In fact, their last 2 baskets have come via turnovers going the other direction.
Crusaders basketball down by 2.
And Coach Urban will roll the dice with both Watton and Cody in there with 2 fouls.
Here's the handoff to Decker. Bayer pressuring Zastro. Jers into the lane, denied by Cody, and then off Jers out of bounds. Another block for Kyle Cody.
Still a good play by Jers. He goes right at the shot blocker, who has 2 fouls, trying to get the 3rd foul. At that point, Cody just made a better play than Jers, but it's the right play by Jers.
Now Heast gets it inbounds to Erickson, as the Crusaders will put on some backdoor pressure. Nearly knocked away that time by Hess. Watton.
Neither of these teams are afraid of that shot blocker in the middle. They're both going right at him. Not afraid to get the shot up. Great spin move.
Look at that move by Decker. Couldn't quite finish.
And Zastro
the steal and another block by Kyle Cody.
Again, a play if you're Coach Decker, you're going to live with that. You're going to live with Zastro attacking the shot blocker with 2 fouls, trying to get the 3rd foul on him. And there's the spin move by Decker. Didn't get it to go. That's too bad. That'd have been the highlight play of the tournament there.
Good hustle plays by both teams. Zastro inside. Decker. Leibem will swing it. Wheeler, 3-pointer.
That all started with Decker. That all started with Decker's fan pass out of the post. It starts with Decker in the post, and he reads those doubles so well. A great fan pass, then the extra pass, and Wheeler knocks down the 3 to give Sheboygan the 1-point lead.
And on that play, Tyler Erickson of the Max appeared to roll his ankle. He is checked out. And Andrew Klimek back in for McDonell Central.
Here they come 2-on-1.
Austin Heast denied by Decker. Jers tracks down the loose ball. Decker the kick out. Zastro for 3. No. Rebound Wheeler taken away by Cody. Bayer trying to get around Decker, knocked out of bounds by Zastro. And you see Tyler Erickson of the Max heading back to the locker room.
And Cody heading to the bench. Coach Sherbinell feels like he's got enough out of him. Will live to play the second half with just 2 fouls.
So the 2 leading scorers for the Max out of the basketball game as we speak.
And Sloan attacks the rim there well, and draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line.
His first team foul number 6 on the free throw line. Dennis
Sloan has 4. Heast has 4. Just again, good effort, guys.
Yeah, well, and you talked about Redeker being that senior leader for Lutheran. I think that's Heast and Sloan. They're 2 guys just like that.
Let's go back and take a look at the what happened with number 2 Tyler Erickson.
And 2 more missed free throws.
Zastro fouled on the drive.
And good transition offense there too. They push it down the sideline. Zastro then gives one of the oldest plays in the game. The old give and go cut. It's in the corner, goes to the rim, gets the return pass, draws a foul.
Foul goes on Klimek, his first, 6 on the Max, so the next foul by McDonell Central. Sheboygan Lutheran will be shooting. Speaking of shooting free throws, the Max just 3 of 8 so far.
I won't even mention again that they went 25 for 31 against us. So
you've got that stat down. And a turnover on the Crusaders.
That's a tough angle to make a post entry from the top. Need to get that to the wing to be able to make the post entry. Decker had his guy sealed, but it's just a tough angle to make that pass.
Full court pressure by the Crusaders. Again, we'll see what the Macs do on this possession. Normally not a team that likes to run the clock, but with Erickson and Cody out of the game, Archie Sherbodeau might be content to, at worst, go in the locker room down by 1. Fire.
Great cut.
To Watton.
Great cut.
Well, so much for holding the basketball.
Yeah. Well, when you get a nice back cut like that in the layup, you're going to have to take that opportunity. That was a great cut and a good pass.
Decker will likely take this last shot. Gets the high pick.
And there's the trap.
Slowing over him. Zastro three-pointer, long. We have played one half of basketball. And it's McDonell Central on top of Sheboygan Lutheran, 31-30. Right now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
When I was a kid, I loved to eat. Oh, food, and more food. Junk, loved it. Didn't matter what it was. This is kind of actually painful to look at. But you know what? Coming up, you're going to see what I look like. No, that's not me. Come on, that's a beauty queen. Get her out of my story. That's me now. Much better. I just think it's important to set a good example for my daughter.
Skyward is critically important to the functioning of and operation of our school district. It provides us with the software and technology for student software, for financial software, for personnel software. A community values its school system when it sees that it can provide great services to its kids. Skyward provides that access. So the community itself is grateful to Skyward and the district for its partnership because it gives them greater confidence in their school district.
The Sheboygan Area Lutheran dance team on the floor of the Kohl Center. We're at the half. McDonell Central leading Sheboygan Lutheran 31-30 at the half. Bob Radovich, Jim Blaine back with you courtside. We thought we'd see an up-tempo game, and Jim, that's what we've had so far.
It's been a very entertaining game. Lots of possessions. Both teams pushing the ball hard, and both teams going at the rim hard. Really good basketball game.
Some foul situations for McDonell Central, although they got out of that first half without either Cody or Watton picking up that third personal foul. They're going to want to keep an eye on Tyler Erickson's situation, rolled an ankle late in that second quarter.
Yeah, I think obviously that, and then Cody being able to come in there and play a few minutes of the third quarter, kind of stop the bleeding a little bit, be able to guard the rim, and then he got him out without any more fouls, and obviously a big point for McDonell.
Sheboygan Lutheran coach Todd Decker telling us before the game they wanted to own the paint. They've done that at times. I'm guessing he's going to want a little bit more consistency there.
Yeah, I think on the offensive end, he's probably pretty happy with all they've done in the paint, but on the defensive end, I'm sure he's disappointed how much they've given up, especially in transition.
Jim and I will be back in just a bit with first half stats and highlights. Right now, let's send it to Scott Emery.
Hey, Bob, Jim, thanks very much. To 30. And don't forget our second Division 5 semifinal coming up right after this one. Drummond will take on Racine Lutheran. High school sports receives a lot of media attention here in Wisconsin. Some of those media members have been on the job a long time. Bob Radovich, who you just saw moments ago, introduces us to two men who have covered high school sports for a combined 93 years.
January 12th, 1974.
July 1st, 1956.
Ron Buckley and Mike Sullivan can remember their first day on the job. Now, they can't imagine doing anything else.
I mean, we are so privileged to be able to do something that's fun and get paid actual money for it.
It's been a fun ride, you know. I enjoy it, otherwise I wouldn't be here. I enjoy high school sports most of all.
Eau Claire native Ron Buckley has had an opportunity to cover several generations of high school athletes.
The sons and daughters of the guys I played with, grew up with, and got to cover them and cover their kids, and probably into great-grandkids now.
Even though both guys have covered pro and college sports extensively, the high school games are still very special.
They're representing us. They're representing our community. They're from here. Head down to Miller. Miller, the wrister right on. Kamenik, the glove save, and he'll hang on. From a family perspective and from a professional perspective, I love Eau Claire, and I still do, because it's not so small that you don't get any media coverage, and it's not big enough that the local stuff gets buried.
Both Mike Sullivan and Ron Buckley say high school kids now aren't that much different than how they were decades ago, even though technology has drastically changed the way the two longtime journalists cover high school sports.
Computers, and I grew up on a typewriter, and it took me a while to catch on to the computers.
I'm at all thumbs when it comes to texting, but boy, it's exciting to be able to get the North girls basketball buzzer beater win at the same time that I'm covering the hockey team in lacrosse getting their win.
Ron Buckley no longer holds the title of sports editor, but he's still a larger-than-life figure in the newspaper office, even if he doesn't think of himself that way.
I walk into the office and I think I'm number 5, and if I need help, I yell and they help me out, but they're all great, and it's just fun to work with them.
So, how much longer do Mike Sullivan and Ron Buckley plan to keep working? As long as they can.
It's a passion. I enjoy doing it. I'm not coming in here for the benefit of the newspaper or anything in particular. I'm coming in because I enjoy it.
It gets tougher as you get older. There's no question it's tougher when you're the age I am now as opposed to when I was in my 20s. But I still enjoy it, so I'm not ready to hang it up yet.
And thanks a lot, Bob Bradovich. More Division 5 semifinals coming up later today. Drummond and Racine Lutheran will meet after this one. Right now we're at halftime of our first Division 5 semifinal, the WIAA State Tournament, here live at the Kohl Center. McDonell Central leads Sheboygan Area Lutheran 31-30 in a very entertaining first half of action. And here to break down that first half and look ahead to the second half, let's send it back downstairs. Bob Bradovich and Jim Blaine. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Scott. Jim, when we take a look at these highlights, when we look at Sheboygan Lutheran, of course we're going to see a lot of Sam Decker, but we're going to see other guys scoring, and that's been a key for Sheboygan Lutheran so far. Decker, obviously, he's going to touch the ball on every possession.
And as well he should. There you see Decker on a nice drive and a little left-handed lay-in. The next basket gets a loose ball scramble where Zastro makes a hustle play, gets the pass out of there, and there's the freshman jurors for the lay-in.
And then another hustle play right there. You have Hess getting the bucket.
And Decker off the loose ball, long pass to Jers.
Jake Jers has 8 points off the bench. Sam Decker, 14. The Macs, they like to play transition basketball. And here's Ryan Byer.
Yeah, going great little crossover move, step to the defender for a layup. And then on the inbounds play, it's Watt. Nobody covers him, and he knocks down the long three. And we'll finish with a rebound, outlet, and coast-to-coast for Erickson.
And right away, you see it's a 2-on-1, 2-on-2 right away. They got the rebound, and they're off to run.
They are very good in transition, as we've mentioned several times. That's a big part of the game, and I think an interesting point is there's 62 field goal attempts already in the first half.
Anything jump out at you when you look at these first half stats?
Well, I think the 10 fast break points for McDonell is a key stat. I think that's something that Coach Decker is going to be very concerned with as they've been giving up a lot of transition. And just on the other side, the McDonell's only 3 for 8 from the line, were 4 for 6 for Lutheran.
Leading scorers in this basketball game, it's Sam Decker leading all scorers with 14. Jake Jers, 8 off the bench for the Crusaders. Balanced scoring for the Macs. You have Ryan Byer leading the way. Hit his first 3 field goals in this game. He's got 7. Tyler Erickson, Josh Wadden, each with 6. What do we expect in the second half, Jim?
Well, I would think more of the same, more transition. I think it's going to come down to which team can defend better, as they're both very good offensively. It's who's going to guard the rim better, I think, is determine who's going to win or lose this game.
And we will keep an eye on the foul situation. Kyle Cody, 2 personal fouls for McDonell. And same thing with Tyler Erickson. Erickson also with that ankle injury. We're going to keep an eye on whether he comes back for the second half as well.
Yeah, and he's obviously one of the keys of their transition, so hopefully that injury isn't anything serious. They'll be able to get it taped up and be able to come back and play.
I'm guessing Sam Decker's going to touch the ball a lot in the second half, too.
I would think he will. I think that's a pretty good decision. If I were Coach Decker, I'd make sure my son touched the ball a lot, too. He's a great player, and I think, as I've said several times, what he does really well is he makes those around him better.
We'll be back with the third quarter of action right after a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. It's McDonell Central basketball as we get set to start the second half. Macs have a 1-point lead over Sheboygan Lutheran. And Tyler Erickson, who injured an ankle late in that second quarter, now walking to the scorer's table, did not come out to start the second half, but it looks like he will check in at our next whistle.
And McDonell come out with a set play, trying to get the ball inside to Cody. Sheboygan Lutheran defends it very well, and McDonell just goes back to their offense, spreading them out.
Watton trying to spin into the lane. It's knocked out of bounds. Max will retain possession. And Tyler Erickson back into the lineup. And Andrew Klimek will sit down. Byer looking inside for Cody. Knocked away. Taken away by the Crusaders.
Zastrow read that very well.
Oh, Decker, another 360. No. Cody, the rebound.
He's tough in the open floor. Great pass.
Byer ahead to Heese. Knocked out of bounds. They say it goes off the Max. Crusaders basketball. The 2012 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company, a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award. Go to ruralins.com.
I think if you're Coach Charbonneau right now, you can't be too unhappy. Decker does have 14 points, but it's taken him 16 shots to get there. And there's Cody, that size again. He just challenged that shot.
Zastrow couldn't connect. They were battling for it down in the low blocks.
And that's not a block shot. It's not a stat you're going to see, but that shot was definitely altered just by Kyle Cody being in the middle.
Byer brings it across. Erickson back to Byer. They try to go inside to Cody, but it's knocked away by Redeker.
That's the third straight possession, or third straight effort they've made to get the ball inside to Cody, and each time Luther has defended it well.
Leibman short. Loose ball taken out of there by Cody. Gets it aside to Heese, 2-on-1. Erickson challenged by Decker, out of bounds. They hit the deck.
Good play, a subtle play down on the other end from Cody again, where Sheboygan Luther, we call it, they kind of ragged on the rebound. They put three guys on the offensive rebounder, or defensive rebounder, I'm sorry. Cody got that pass out ahead to Heese, and it was a 2-on-1, but then a great effort play by Decker to change the shot on the other end, and no points.
Erickson trying to get inside, and he is fouled on the drive. That previous foul assessed to Rediker.
Calls on number 5, Josh
And this one
Wheeler.
goes on
That's his
Josh
second,
Wheeler.
and the
He's
team's
got 2
second.
fouls. Kyle Cody. Loose on the floor. Byer gets it back to Cody. Challenged by Decker, and Decker comes out of it. Long pass ahead. They try to get it to Wheeler.
And Watton with the hustle just tips it away to save the 2 points. It's a lot of action. No points to show for it here in the first, just shy of 2 minutes of the second half.
McDonell led this one 21-17 after 1 quarter. Max on top 31-30 at the half. And there's your first bucket of this third quarter, and it comes from who else? Sam Decker.
And again, I think Coach Ribino is not going to be too upset with that. He said he wanted to play him from 8 to 18. There's Cody on the trail in transition, gets a 3-point shot that they want. They don't get it, but they do get a foul on Decker on the rebound.
He's had good position. Decker went over the back.
And Heath is a big, strong, physical kid. He's a tough kid to fight around on the inside, and as I said a couple times, he's a very good offensive rebounder. Part of that is just his body.
First trip to the WIAA state basketball tournament for each of these teams.
They both handled it well. Nobody seems like there's any jitters. They got out, got after it right away, and now they're just into a basketball game.
A little inside out. Erickson with 3 rims out.
Decker with his head up all the time.
3 is long, tracked down by Leibem, knocked away by Byer. It's loose, and a foul will go on the Crusaders.
And that is their 4th personal foul of the half. Just 2.5 minutes in. As they creep closer to the bonus, that's something that could have an effect here down the road.
Even though the McDonell Max have not been to the state basketball tournament before, every one of their seniors has state tournament experience in one sport or the other.
That's an amazing stat. I think that's just wonderful for their school. A great back cut. They finally get Cody involved, gets the basket, get the lead back.
And a great feed by Tyler Erickson.
Yes, great point.
3 straight trips to state baseball for the McDonell Max. The state football finals in 09. Also went to state soccer as part of a co-op team with Eau Claire Regis. Then to 2 sectional finals in basketball in the last 3 years. Sheboygan Lutheran was in the sectional final last year as well. Cody, don't know if he's going to get a block for that one, but he definitely affected that shot.
And again, if it's not a block, it's a stat not kept, at least here, is that altered shot. It obviously affects the game, and now he goes hard to the rim. And he's being very aggressive here in the second half offensively. They're making a concerted effort to get him the ball here in the second half, and he's hunting shots.
Cody, like Decker, both of these guys had that growth spurt coming out of middle school, and as a result, they both had those guard skills coming up through the ranks.
And here's that back cut. You see, that's a thread-the-needle pass. Great pass. And Cody going to the rim hard, gets 2 more points. Yeah, that's a good point about the growth spurt. And there's a foul on the jump shot. That's going to go on Byer.
Calls on number 3, Ryan Byer. That's his first team
second team foul on the Max. Sastro will get 3 shots.
A cardinal sin there from a coach's standpoint. You never foul that jump shooter. Contest the shot, but you don't foul.
Todd Decker telling us before the game that, with Sam, you want him to play inside. I mean, he's 6'8", but there's just that tendency for players, and when you're multi-skilled like he is, you like to face the basket, you like to play on the perimeter, you like to take it to the hoop, you like to shoot the 3.
Yeah, but I think, and you mentioned earlier, that goes back, he had that 4-inch growth spurt between his freshman and sophomore year, so he'd been a guard, and that's where he's most comfortable, and so the coach and the father and Todd Decker comes into play in that situation.
Said he does his very best to leave the coach-player relationship at the gym. They come home as dad and son, unless son wants to talk about something, and then they'll discuss it. He said it's been a pleasure. Said, like any coach who coaches his son, it comes with its challenges, but it's been a pleasure.
And that's not the first son that he's coached. He had a older son, older brother that played Division III basketball. And there's the third foul on Kyle Cody. 3:52 to go in the third. And he's going to take a seat with a 1-point lead.
He sat in the second quarter of this game, and I'm sure when Kyle Cody looks back, he's going to look at that first foul and that third foul and say, yeah.
That's right.
Shoulda, woulda.
It's that first one, the one that kind of gets him in trouble is that hard hedge and the dribble right at him. Now they get Decker on the inside, left-handed, and an offensive rebound.
And they wave it off. Boy, Decker on one play racking up the stats.
A little bit of everything off. Missed field goals, rebounds, fouls. That's his second.
2 fouls on Sam Decker. Well, you see the athleticism, just the ball skills.
Yeah, and you can see that when he faces the basket and just his athleticism on the couple moves where he's made spin moves and he's got great body control. And again, as I don't think you can say it enough, his passing ability is what, to me, is what really stands out. He just does a great job of feeling that pressure and finding the right person and get it to him on time.
And once again, with Cody out of the ball game, Crusaders will go with full court pressure. Byer, no. Peace, no. Decker the rebound. Decker able to convert. Byer trying to get the charge call on that one. Didn't get it.
No, and again, that's just that body control. He made a little contact, but it was the right call, good no call. And now we see a zone out of Luther, 3-2 zone with Decker out top. Slowing the game down just a little bit.
And I'll ask the question again. If you're Archie Sherbino, how long do you sit Kyle Cody?
Well, I think right now, down one and with the zone, if you can slow the game down and take your time a little bit, I think you're okay with him sitting there, but you got to get that basket to go.
Heath and Erickson had good looks. Neither could convert. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Max basketball when we return after a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Save big money during the Menards March Madness sale. Get the best brands, best quality, and best price, period. Dutch Boy Platinum is the ultimate in paint technology. It has an exclusive no prep, no prime formula and advanced stain blocking for superior coverage versus other leading brands. It saves time and money and is the fastest way to a beautiful finish. Right now, save $7 a gallon. That's $35 on 5-gallon pails.
Save big money at Menards.
In Wisconsin, we believe in lessons learned early in life. Play hard and play fair. That's why Rural Mutual Insurance sponsors WIAA Athletics and the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award. We're proud of Wisconsin and of our 150 agents who give undivided attention before misfortune hits. Rural or city, everyone wins because with us, premiums paid here stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. Rural, it's not where you live, it's what you value. A Farm Bureau service.
Sheboygan Lutheran on top of McDonell Central, 36-35. You get a good look at Sam Decker, who already has a double-double in this game. 18 points, 12 rebounds, and he is moving up that all-time list when it comes to career points.
Sam Oakey's next to go down, it looks like. I'm guessing that we might be able to find another shot or two for... Oh, almost had a ball in my lap.
Zastro challenging that pass, knocked it out of bounds.
Another shot or two for Sam before the game's over. Decker, that is.
Pretty impressive list. A lot of guys that could really play ball. Erickson spinning. The kick out. Heath had a good look. Max get it back. Erickson fouled before the shot by Jers.
And Sloan keeps that alive to create that play. I've also thought it's interesting on that list that many of those guys, and they played for their dads. Anthony Pieper played for his dads. Obviously, Decker plays for his dad. Great inbounds play to get Sloan in the basket.
Dennis Sloan off the feed from Ryan Byer. 1-point lead for the Max.
There's Decker inside, and there's that passing ability.
Zastro for three. No. Rebound. Decker. Oh, him and Mr. Oakey are now tied. 20 points in this ball game for Decker.
To go along with the 13 rebounds.
Byer will back it out. Now he'll take it to the hoop. Ryan Byer
he makes a nice play there where he's trying to post up, and it basically becomes a illegal screen as he's posting in there and creates a little space for Byer for the 2 points. Splits the double.
Sam Decker.
And here they come running down the other side again. Erickson ankles look good there, and they're going to give him the 2 free throws. Decker does a great job of splitting that. They try to hedge the screen and double screen, and he splits it to the rim for the 2 points.
And you notice the
There it is
body
from the other
control
side.
too.
Yeah.
It's not a crazy drive to the hoop. He knows exactly where he's going, and he can kind of adjust his body in the air like the good ones can.
Just a subtle little crossover. He's able to skinny himself through there, and then has the ability and, as you said, the body control to lay that in. And that was the 7th foul on Sheboygan Lutheran, which means obviously McDonell's going to get the foul line for the rest of the game.
2 of 2 at the free throw line for Erickson. A 1-point lead for the Max.
And Coach Urbano's got to be thrilled with how this is going. Although the ball goes back, they don't have Cody in there to stop Erickson, but as long as he can score and keep Cody on the bench and get to the 4th quarter, 1 up, 1 down, I think he's going to be pretty happy.
Sloan not really a threat from behind the arc.
And he knows that. Good role players. They know where their shots come from.
He's attempted 1-3, the senior. He missed it. Watton. No.
But there's where Sloan does his
gets it
damage.
back, and he'll go to the line.
There's where Sloan does his damage. Gets the offensive rebound. He can't get it to go, but he'll go back to the foul line.
Well, you definitely lose something when Cody comes out of the game, but Sloan again gives you that toughness.
That's a great point. I think what you really lose is on the other end is now Decker has no fear going to the rim because there's nobody there that can really challenge him in terms of blocking his shot or challenging his shot at all. On the offensive end, they've been able to survive without him. And as the score is tied here with less than a minute to go in the 3rd.
Sloan contributing 7 points and 3 boards off the bench.
A big game in their sectional semifinal against Augusta where he scored 10. Kind of played the way he did tonight, or this afternoon I should say, where it's a lot of offensive rebounds and the quote-unquote garbage points.
They all count.
Yes, exactly.
They all count.
When the coach
you could have a windmill dunk and a garbage bucket.
When a coach says garbage points, that's he says that with a little love in his voice. So.
Sam Decker's point total continues to rise. It now stands at 26. His team has a 2-point lead. Erickson off the glass, no. Decker, the rebound. Ahead to Leiba, who goes in on Ryan Byer.
And Byers draws the charge. Byers does a great job on this of a little foot fake and gets himself set. Great defensive play. And
Byer tried to do that a couple possessions ago. This time he was planted.
Yeah, and just a little. He gave a little foot fake, like he was going to go to the pass to the potential passer or pass receiver, I should say, and got deked him into going to the rim and got the charge call. Now
doing a little bit of everything. He picked up a towel and he mopped up the floor too.
You know those D5 kids, they're not...
Going to the glass and scoring is Josh Watton.
Yeah, those D5 kids, they're not entitled, right? They know they got to clean the floor and the locker room and everything else. So.
Next week they'll pick up the baseball gloves and we'll get going. Foul on the drive. It's going to be Zastro took it hard.
It's going to be the 3rd on Watton.
Falls on number 5, Josh Watton. That's his 3rd and the team's 4th.
4th team foul on the Max.
Shooting 2.
Zastro goes to the line. Two points in the game, both from the free throw line. He's now 2 of 4 shooting free throws. Klimek in. Watton goes out for the Max. Jeff Hess checking back in for Sheboygan Lutheran. Pass ahead. Ryan Byer looking to get off the three-pointer. It's short. We have played 3 quarters here at the Kohl Center. Sheboygan Lutheran leading McDonell Central 45-44. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. This WIAA game summary is brought to you by Skyward, creator of Skyward School Management System and Skyward Family Access, the best solution for Wisconsin school districts and parents. Each team with 18 made field goals. We've had 8 ties and 17 lead changes.
Well, as we've said, just been a very entertaining game, up and down. Both teams attacking the rim, and it's whoever can defend the paint the best in the fourth quarter, I think, is the team that's going to come out and play on Saturday.
McDonell Central with 2 players, each with 3 personal fouls, as Josh Watton and Kyle Cody, both on the court as we speak. Sheboygan Lutheran basketball up 1 to start the fourth quarter.
And
Cody knocking it away.
Sheboygan just down to almost a man and 1.
Fire tried to get it to Erickson, picked up by Austin Heese, knocked around. Wheeler gets it to Decker.
And Heese has drawn the assignment here in the fourth quarter on Decker. And here they're going to try and double it out of his hands.
Zastro tried to go backdoor to Decker.
Well, it looks like the strategy, at least in that first possession of the fourth quarter, is now when Decker gets it that McDonell Central is going to try to double him and get it out of his hands and make somebody else beat him.
12 turnovers now on the Crusaders.
We'll see how effective that's going to be.
Cody against Redeker, the dump down to Austin Heese.
There's the dribble drive, the lane line drive. The help defender comes from the post. They don't get any help to helper, and an easy basket.
Wheeler for 3. He's the rebound.
With the rebound. Here they come
now
again.
Fire on the break. Tyler Erickson. No. Challenge that time. Lieben doing a good job getting back on defense. And Todd Decker wants to talk about it. It's a 30-second timeout. Well, we talked about Kyle Cody being a point guard when he was coming up through the ranks before his growth spurt. He looked like a point guard on that last take to the basket.
Yeah, he really is very good off the dribble, and on that play, you just saw him. He made a lane line drive, drove down the lane line. Decker came over to help from the post. They didn't get any help. The helper from the flood help from the other wing, layup.
The 2012 WIAA tournament is brought to you by the Wisconsin Education Association Council. Support your public schools and your teachers. Join the conversation on Facebook. Speak Out Wisconsin. WIAA, moving education forward. Matt's fans awfully excited, and why not? Because they called off school today.
Well, I'd be excited too.
They said, well, what the heck? Yeah. 70 degrees in Chippewa Falls. Let's get on the bus. Let's head down to Madison. I'd have taken that deal if I were in high school.
There they go with the double. And they got the turnover. And what a great play. Steals it right back.
Decker with the great hands. Getting the steal. Now he'll take it in on Cody.
Sam Decker.
1-point lead for the Crusaders. 28 now for Sam Decker. And
Decker guarding Cody. They're trying to set the same thing up. Lane line drive. This time they don't bring the help over.
And Kyle Cody.
And Cody's able to score it around Decker for the 20th
Decker.
lead change of the game. And here comes a double at Decker.
Cody now with 8 points. Backdoor lob and the kick out by Decker. And they'll reset now with Hess. Zastro with fire on him. Decker directing traffic. Zastro trying to get it inside. Off of Cody, out of bounds. Zastro hits the deck hard.
We can see Decker, he turns it over, but doesn't stop on the play and gets the steal right back. That's great hands. And finishes that up with a great body control layup and 28 on the day.
Well, each team getting after it defensively. Each team with 5 steals.
It's been kind of fascinating to watch here the fourth quarter. The change that Coach Sherbino has made, where for 3 quarters they were just sort of playing Decker straight up, and now suddenly with fourth quarter of the game on the line, he's doubling and doing everything he can to get the ball out of his hands.
Returning for Sheboygan area Lutheran, number 15, Jeff Hess.
Tyler Zastro got the worst of that one. The collision with Kyle Cody. So Zastro will check out. They'll get a look at him.
And Zastro a good 10 or 11 inches shorter than Cody, so his head came to his elbow or shoulder, and a little accidental shoulder to the nose.
Number 5, Josh Wheeler.
Josh Wheeler back in for the Crusaders. Crusaders basketball down by 1. Wheeler, three-pointer.
And McDonell Central was in a little zone that time, got Wheeler free.
Well, he hits 47% from behind the arc, so you got to respect him. Erickson, little short. And Sloan had it momentarily, but he kept it alive. Exactly right.
There's the extra pass from Juris, hit him right where he could catch it and shoot it. And a 2-point lead for the Crusaders.
Wheeler in this game, 2 of 3 from behind the arc. Here's Cody for 3.
That's a set play off the inbounds. That's America's play there. Throws it inbounds and comes off a screen to the corner. That's who's going back at the rim.
Sam Decker. Max pushing with Byer. Erickson going to the hoop with the left hand.
And again, it's whoever can get some stops in the paint going to end up getting the win here today. But both teams have been fantastic offensively. And Sloan flying all over the place like you would expect in a timeout for Coach Decker.
Todd Decker will take a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well to hear a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Self-expression can make a world of difference. Allowing individuals to express themselves is, in effect, telling them, you matter. By giving educators a voice, promoting programs like music and art, WIAC speaks for me and my students. Add your voice to the conversation at Speak Out Wisconsin on Facebook.
Okay, Edith, you are all set with the Packers checking account.
Thank you.
And we have a special gift for you.
Oh?
Hello, Edith.
Want more Aaron Rodgers in your life?
Oh, my.
Is that part of the deal?
Oh.
Get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron when you open a Packers checking account. For details, go to your nearest branch or visit us online.
So do you play canasta?
All the time.
I love that game.
This game has been back and forth from the start. McDonell Central led it by 4 after 1. They had the lead at the half. Sheboygan Lutheran in the lead after 3, and right now it's a 1-point lead for the McDonell Central Max. Sam Decker with the basketball. He has 30 points.
And they did not bring the double that time at Decker, and they're back in their man-to-man. They're fronting and backing him.
Loose had a hand on it, loose ball.
And the arrow goes to McDonell.
Josh Watton getting in there, forcing that tie-up. Just under 4.5 to go. This one has been everything we thought it would be.
Yeah, two good offensive teams. I think both big guys, Cody's been in some foul trouble, have been all they've been advertised, and again, it's going to come down to stops. Who can get that stop in the paint? Because both teams offensively have outplayed the other team's defense.
Kyle Cody, the leading scorer for McDonell, kind of a quiet 11 points, but he's 5 of 10 from the floor. You'll take that.
And he's also sat 7-8 minutes with foul trouble.
Ryan Byer, the kick out, it was deflected. Now Cody, the kick out to Byer.
McDonell trying to spread out Lutheran here offensively, trying to make him guard the whole floor.
Now Sheboygan Lutheran really extending pressure. Erickson gets in the lane for 2.
Ankle looked fine there. He's played an outstanding game as well.
He went out in the second quarter with an apparent ankle injury. Got right back in early in the third. And Ryan Byer, great hustle play to get the basketball, and he gets the timeouts.
So here's the
look at Erickson.
Yeah, they get a little 3-on-2 after the extension on the defense, and Erickson makes a nice move to get around him, lays it in. 3-point lead, and then an excellent hustle play. Was that Byer that was sitting in press row with the save?
Byer went over the top. Heese was over there. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well to hear a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Ah, the workout is over. Time to recover, refuel, and re-energize. Recent studies suggest that one drink can help muscles recover faster than other leading sports drinks. Delicious, nutritious chocolate milk. With its powerful package of protein, potassium, calcium, and 6 other essential nutrients, shouldn't chocolate milk be your choice? Got chocolate milk?
Yeah.
McDonell Central will have the basketball when we return to action. The Max leading Sheboygan Lutheran 55-52. Sam Decker 30 of Sheboygan Lutheran's 52 points.
Well, he's been very impressive today with the basketball. I think what McDonell's done here in the fourth quarter, where they face guarded him, sort of a man-and-one, where they're not going to let him get the ball. When he does get it, they've been doubling it out of his hands, has created some turnovers for them, and 3 points in the ball with 3.5 minutes to go.
Austin Heese will throw it in bounds for the Max. He gets it to Ryan Byer.
Then Zastro's back in after the elbow or shoulder to the nose.
Byer turning the corner, going to the glass, and he's fouled by Zastro.
McDonell does such a great job of spreading the floor. They make you guard, and when they've got the lead in the fourth quarter and you've got to extend your defense, they're great off the dribble, and now they're going to go to the foul line again.
Byer with 9 points in the game.
And Ryan Byer now shooting the second of 2.
0 for 2 that trip.
Did I mention they were 25 for 31 last week against us?
Yes, I think you did. Heese will pick up the foul. Well, you touched on it. It's that extra 10 feet, and even young guys who are in shape who are used to running. You know, you expend so much energy, that adrenaline can take you a little bit, but that's the first place it goes, is the legs when you start getting winded.
I mean, especially in a game with this pace. You know, it's a high possession game, so it's a lot of extra steps. Only the 15 foul on McDonell.
Decker double team. He'll swing it. Jers. That one's short, out of bounds, off McDonell. Crusaders basketball.
And I think, again, what you see from Sam Decker is that ability to find the open man. He trusts his teammates. He trusts his teammates in a three-point game here in the fourth quarter. He got him again.
Jers again for three, and we are tied. Jers has 11. 2:05 from behind the arc. Kyle Cody, reverse on Decker. Knocked around, Cody gets it back, goes up, no. Erickson, pump fake, Cody blocked by Decker. Byer will back it out. Cody fakes the three, goes up, blocked by Decker. Erickson back to Cody.
Good job by Cody, little shot fake, got Decker in the air, got around him, and Decker has the ability to recover and block that shot. And we're down to the last 2:15 and counting in a tie game.
Cody wanted the step back. He didn't shoot it. He was challenged by Decker. Byer into the bucket.
And Byer goes into double figures.
He now has 11. 2-point lead, McDonell. Sam Decker. They'll say he was fouled by Kyle Cody.
4 on Cody.
Also number 10, Kyle Cody. That's his fourth and the team's sixth.
4 fouls on Cody and also the 6th team foul. So the next max foul will put the Crusaders at the free throw line.
And you were talking earlier, Bob, about the tiring, and you watch the kids at the free throw line, and there's kids hands on hips, hands on their shorts, kneeling, or almost in a squatting position. There's some kids that are tired that played very hard here.
Decker now with 31 points. 1-point lead. McDonell Central. Max have the basketball.
Here's your point guard skills you talked about earlier. Cody very comfortable hanging the ball, some 45 feet from the basket.
Now Decker comes out, double team. Cody in trouble, gets it to Byer, who tries to get it inside to Erickson. Taken away by the Crusaders. Decker saves it, launches a three-pointer and hits it. Three-pointer for Sam Decker to give his team a 2-point lead.
That's Decker's first 3 of the game. 1 for 5, just a good lead pass, great catch. And backing off, looking for the drive was Cody. And Decker just pulls up and hits it and gives him the 2-point lead. But it was still well contested. Cody had...
he definitely did with the 4 personal fouls.
Cody had backed up trying to take away the drive, and he pulled up for the shot, and Kyle still got it contested it hard, and it went in.
Well, he's over his season average with 34 points. Well, let's talk a little strategy now. McDonell, not the kind of team that likes to sit on the basketball, so what can we expect from the Max coming out of this timeout?
Well, assuming that Lutheran doesn't change defense and go to a zone, if they stay in man, I think you're going to see the same thing. I think you're going to see McDonell strut them out. You might see Cody go to the post. They like to run this little reverse action where they'll dribble one way, reverse pivot, and try to feed him in the post. My guess is that's where he will go, and that's kind of the action they're going to look for. If Cody is outside, then they're going to try and spread him out. Let Cody play Decker one-on-one, knowing they're not going to help off the other post, and see if Cody can't tie the score.
Archie Sheboygan with instructions for his team.
Now
It's been a back-and-forth game from the start. Right now the Max down 2 after that huge 3 from Sam Decker.
I think defensively on the other side, when they spread them out and there's a lane line drive, I don't think they're going to allow them to have the kick out. They're going to stay help on the wing and try to play their guys one-on-one on the lane line and see if they can't win that one-on-one battle on the lane line.
And pressure in the backcourt by the Crusaders. East gets it to Byer. Now Sheboygan Lutheran will drop back.
And they take Cody outside.
1 minute to go in the fourth quarter.
And now they're using Cody outside to try to get Decker away from the basket, so there's not the shot blocker there.
Josh Watton, no. Rebound, Jers. Ball in the hands of Decker. They come with the double team. Decker gets it to Hess. And back up top to Decker.
They don't want to foul Decker, obviously. There they got the freshman. They got it out of Decker's hands and got it into the freshman's hands, and they're going to put him at the line for a 1-on-1 with 28:8 to go.
And the Crusaders were able to run some clock on that possession too.
I think good strategy by both. I mean, Decker's such a good player, such a good free thrower in the moment. They're free throw shooter in the moment. They're trying to get out of his hands. They had some patience, but the freshman comes through.
Big free throw attempt here for Jers to put his team up 4. Rims out. Max can tie it with the 3. Byer, the lob to Cody. It goes out of bounds.
They had Cody open on that backdoor lob, just a little too high. But still in the bonus, so they're defensively, they're going to try to force it out of Decker's hands.
They went for the 2 points that time, and that's one of the staples of that McDonell offense. They just run that little backdoor screen. Play was there.
Yeah, I think a great strategy. Let's get it back to 1, because you know you're in the bonus. You got a chance of a miss, or even if they make 2, you still got a chance to tie. They just overthrew it just a hair, and it's too bad. It was a great strategy, well-executed play. Now they've got to keep the ball out of Decker's hands. They don't want him shooting the free throws. They're going to try to get anybody else there, I would assume. The problem is, of course, is that Decker is 6'7", 6'8". You can just throw it up in the air to him. On the other side, if you're Sheboygan Lutheran, I'm sure they're drawing stuff up over there to make sure they get Sam the ball, to make sure he's the guy that goes to the foul line.
If you're the Max, do you foul right away?
Well, I think you have to. I don't think you have much choice. Maybe one trap or try to steal the inbounds, but then you got to go get the foul. And one of the problems you face is that Cody has 4 fouls. You may need to take him out of the game to protect him from that foul, but he's also your biggest guy to help you guard Decker. Now, the one thing you could do with him is just put him on the ball and try to make that player's life miserable, because he can't run the baseline at this point.
Crusaders will throw it in with Leibel. They get the lob to Decker, who's fouled right away.
Well, McDonell got what they wanted. They force a lob pass. Maybe they can cover some ground and get the steal. They almost had it. Foul. Decker to the line. 19-7 to go. Obviously a big free throw here in the 1-on-1. A free throw makes it a 2-possession game.
Decker 3 of 4 from the line so far. One or 2 for Decker, but it's a 4-point lead for Sheboygan Lutheran. Cody for 3, got it! It's a 1-point game. They get inbounds to Jers. He is fouled by Watton. We'll go to the other end. 5.7 seconds left.
And I believe it's Heath that steps up and gets that screen on Decker to give Cody the space. That's who it was. He gets the space to knock that 3 down to make it a 1-point game. And regardless of what Jers does here, McDonell's going to have a chance to tie, and it's still only the bonus. Maybe a chance to win. Going to the rim and in.
Friendly roll for Jers. A 2 for the freshman. Kyle Cody will throw it up at the basket, trying to get the Foul in the act of shooting. He's fouled by Decker.
So there's your strategy. Some coaches do it differently. Coach Decker decided that we're not going to give him the chance to tie with the 3. We're going to foul early. So Decker to the line shooting 2. Obviously, he needs to make this one. And he does.
Now do you try to miss this one?
I think with 3.7 seconds, I don't think you have any other choice. I don't think there's enough time to make this and get a foul and then have to go the length of the court again. And as crazy as it sounds, we practice this. One, maybe 2 nights a year, we practice this intentional miss. I would guess that Coach Shermanow has probably practiced it at some point. Unfortunately, when he does, he's probably usually got Cody down inside, the guy going to try and get the offensive rebound. I noticed Sloan go to the scores table, so I'm sure that it's going to be Sloan and Heath, his best offensive rebounds, are going to be the guys in there to try and get that miss. And the players love practicing stuff like this. It's just kind of a chance to goof around at the end of practice sometimes and try some crazy things and see what works.
But you never know when you're going to need that.
Exactly. And then when it works, you can always go to the press and say, we practiced that.
Sure. And they will have Sloan and Heath down in the low blocks. Loose ball. Watton for 3. No! Sheboygan Lutheran defeats McDonell Central in a great game here.
That could have worked any better.
Get this tournament started. The Crusaders 63, the Max 61. Great ball game to start this 2012 WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.